Hey there, fellow vegetable nerds. It is Kelly. You knew that. It is so good to see you again. For you, I know it hasn't been any time at all, but for me, it's been a while. I took a month off because I was exhausted after that medieval class, and I had eaten so much meat, and I had been so stressed, and I'd gotten so little sleep that I took a whole month of not really doing much of anything, and I got really into bagged salads because I was just tired, and I was eating like 4 or 5 bagged salads a day. That's pretty extreme, but I'm kind of back to normal now, as normal as I get. I have another vegetable delivery. I feel like it's been forever since I've done one of these, and it's all kinds of cool stuff in here. So let's start being veg.
Hey, turn up the caramel and chisel on the shizney. It's time for me to what? Let me introduce myself. I'm Gino Burrito. My pants are made of leather. I find it hard to concentrate.
I've been so caught up in this medieval class, and I've been really excited and having a good time with that. But like, I feel like all my content right now is medieval class related, and I'm here to talk about vegetables, and I really miss talking about vegetables with you guys. So I have a delivery from MilkRun, and I'm so happy to share it with you because I got some really cool stuff in there. I'm like really excited. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of excited. You ready to dive in? Want to see what's in here? Okay. I feel like everything in here is so cool. Like, there's not really anything that I can just sort of, oh yeah, and one of those. You know, like there's not just like, you know, an onion in here or something. It's just all cool stuff. I went on MilkRun's website, and I tend to only put orders in either when they have like one thing that I need and can't find somewhere else, but mostly when they just have a bunch of cool stuff that I haven't seen before or I haven't seen in a long time, and I get really excited. And this is one of those orders where it's just all cool stuff. This little bag here. Look at this. Okay, they're like, can you see these? Like, they're like reddish purple. They're called kaleettes. I'm gonna grab just a couple. They're like that. And they're like little teeny tiny baby kales. What they are, they're another member of the massive brassica family. These are cruciferous vegetables. They are relatives of broccoli and turnips and cauliflower and all of the things, the mustards and Brussels sprouts and blah, 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 blah. And basically what happened here is a Brussels sprout and a kale got together and they looked into each other's eyes and now that's what you got, little teeny tiny Brussels sprout babies. And they look like kales. And they grow on a stalk like a Brussels sprout does. If you've never seen Brussels sprouts growing, it's nuts. They grow on this big stalk and it's covered with these little balls. And so it grows like that, except it's covered with these little tiny baby kales. And they're so freaking cute. I'm gonna eat them. I don't think I've ever cooked with those before. Now you could just chop that up and put that in a salad. You can do anything you want. You can, I have heard of people roasting them, which sounds like that would be a great way to preserve that cool look, but you can do all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna look up some recipes for that. I don't have a thing that I'm like definitely gonna do, but I'm really excited to try some stuff out. My one non-vegetable thing, but it makes me very excited. Do you remember the last time I did a delivery from MilkRun? I was supposed to get this awesome chili oil, and I got a different chili oil instead. I got the Guajillo. What it was supposed to be was this cool smoky coffee chili oil. They sent me that instead, which is, you know, fine. And they credited me and they let me keep it, so that's cool. And I was like, oh, I'll just go and order some more, but I haven't seen it on their site since. And I was like, oh no. And I noticed that they had a lot fewer items from this company, from the Hot Mama Salsa, and I had just given up. And I was like, oh no, I know Ken has. But then it was there. And I'm so excited, I actually get to try this. It's a smoky coffee chili oil. It's medium hot, which means it's medium. Peanut oil, dry chilies, garlic, sesame seeds, sea salt, and ground coffee. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe I could put it on my baby kale guys. Like, that would be nice. I could maybe stir fry them or something and then pop this on top. I kind of really want to see what this smells like. I wish I had something to put it on so I could taste it. It smells interesting. I will use this in a future video and I will get back to you and let you know how it is. I love you, but I'm not going to drink oil for you. That's... Oh yeah! These black pearl mushrooms.
The black pearl.
I hope that whiteness is normal. Oh yeah, it just like rubs right. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, there's like whiteness on here too. You know what though? I'm just gonna look it up. See the like whiteness on there? It's probably fine. I don't know, mushrooms get interesting. You know, I had those forest Namako mushrooms and I was just about to throw them away because I was like, oh, those don't look good at all. Like, I think those went bad. And then I looked it up and it's like, no, they're supposed to be slimy. They're supposed to be slimy. And then they were, the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. So these guys here I've never had before, but they were on sale. And I needed to get over my minimum for my free delivery. So I was like, yeah, give me some mushrooms. Again, they're another hybrid. You take some oyster mushrooms and some king trumpet mushrooms. And they get together and they buy a house and they settle down. And then they make some of these guys. I actually do have a plan for those though. I've never used them before. I've been reading some stuff about the flavor and people have sort of differing opinions about what it tastes like. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what that's all about. But I saw this cool recipe for, I guess you like slice them thin and then you make them into croutons? Like crispy croutons, like mushroom croutons? You have my attention. So I'm gonna try that out. And maybe when I do it, I'll make a video. And if it works, I will actually post that video. And if it doesn't, we'll never speak of this again. I haven't had these in so long. More mushrooms. Look at these beautiful, beautiful mushrooms. These are chanterelle mushrooms. God, they smell good. They smell so good. And they're dirty, but I don't care. You can get a little dirty. Oh, so mushroomy, so lovely. I used to buy these at the farmer's market all the time. There's a guy at the farmer's market in Portland who just has a million types of mushrooms. And my favorite thing to get from him, my favorite thing so far, has been hedgehog mushrooms. And I have not been able to find those anywhere right now, which is like such a bummer. But they're a relative, I believe, of the chanterelle. And chanterelles are one of those high-end fancy mushrooms. And these can get a little bit pricey. They're not as expensive here because they grow here. And it's not that hard, apparently, just to like go out and get some, like right out of the ground. So you can only charge so much in a place where that happens. They're just so savory and full of flavor. If you're only familiar with the mushrooms that you can get from the grocery store, that's fine. I'm not judging that because trust me, that was my only experience with mushrooms well into adulthood. It was like button mushrooms and the cremini mushrooms and you know all you can really get at the grocery store. But if you get the opportunity to try some of these other mushrooms, they each have their own personality. They each have their own thing that they're especially good for, and some of them have like really cool texture and some of them have just like a totally different flavor, and some of them are like so strong and pungent and beautiful. If you get a chance to try chanterelles, oh man, they're out of this world. Really, really beautiful, deep umami flavor. They're good in eggs. You can roast them, you can do whatever makes you happy. They've just got like that flavor of the forest, you know? Like if you want to go full cottagecore kind of stuff, like you want something with some chanterelles in it. Feel very fancy eating those. Okay, first of all, I love when carrots have tops on them, and the tops are beautiful and luscious and green and feathery and pretty. They smell so nice. You can eat carrot tops, they're good for you. I really like them in a salad. You know, like they're a nice bitter green to put in a salad, especially if you're gonna make a dressing with like some olive oil and some lemon and like a little bit of honey. Or if you, instead of lemon, you could do apple cider vinegar or something. But that little bit of honey with that really fresh bitter of the carrot tops is really nice. You can also make a pesto out of these. You can make a pesto out of just about anything green. Like, go for it. I have not had carrot top pesto, but I would love to. Check out these little chubbies. Like, look how cute these are. These are called Royal Chantenay. Like, oh, that's some hooty-hoo fancy town kind of talk. They are these little tiny chubby guys. These are really great to grow if you have like not great soil, or like if you don't have a super deep thing to plant them in. I guess they're great for containers, probably. So I was reading about these. Apparently they're very, very sweet, which I'm excited about. Also, there's two types of Chantenay carrots. One is the red core Chantenay, and they're kind of like, you know, regular little squatty guys, but they have like a red core to them, which, you know, go figure. And then there's the royal Chantenay. I don't know why they're called royal Chantenay. I wasn't able to find that out. I mean, I probably would have been if I had looked a little bit longer. Let's see how sweet they are. A really good, really fresh carrot. It's so refreshing and lovely. People don't think that about carrots. People think they don't like carrots. And I've said before, in the grocery store, it's really hit and miss, you know? A lot of times, the stuff you get in the grocery store is bred to be, you know, easily transported or to, you know, last a long time on shelves and things like that, but they're not generally bred to be super tasty, so you're not always getting the better version of things. So sometimes at a grocery store you'll get, you know, a pretty nice carrot. Sometimes you just get these like weird tasting carrots, and it's just not that. Tell you what, that is a purchase I'm happy with. Speaking of carrots, check out these beauties. These are purple carrots. I don't know what specific, you know, type of carrots these are. They just say purple carrots. There's a bunch of different types of purple carrots. Some of them are purple all the way through, and those are so pretty. Some of them are purple on the outside and orange on the inside, which I suspect these are. There's only one way to find out though. Oh, surprise. So these are purple most of the way through, with just a little bit of like a whitish yellow on the inside, like the very core of it. And then there's like a little, like an aurora of orange outside of that, and then the rest is purple. It just reminds me of this one day that I had gone to the farmer's market downtown, and the walk from the farmer's market to the train that I take was like almost a mile. And I'm always loaded down with these big heavy bags because I don't have a lot of impulse control when it comes to buying vegetables, as you can probably imagine. And so even though I know I'm gonna have to walk, and it's gonna be almost a mile to the train, and then from the train to my apartment it's gonna be a good walk, I'm just like loaded down with stuff, but I have these gorgeous carrots right on top of the bags. And so as I'm walking and I'm like trying to carry everything, I'm just crunching on this beautiful fresh carrot that I just bought from the person that grew them and picked them that morning. And the sun was shining, and it was just this beautiful day in Portland, and I was like, man, life's a pretty sweet fruit, you know? And it was just kind of takes me back to that day. I miss being downtown. I really love Portland, and I miss the farmer's market, and I miss a lot of stuff. But you can have things that remind you of stuff, and that's sometimes as good as you can get until you have the real thing. So you take what you can get when you can get it. Teeny tiny baby radicchios. I've got these before. I've showed these to you before. These are just little baby ones. Like this guy's so cute. He's just like not quite softball size, like tennis ball size kind of. This guy's more softball size. I'm just gonna straight up eat these. People do all kinds of stuff with these. You can grill this, and I'm told that that's really good, and it probably is. And one of these days I'll try that. But I think I'm just gonna make like a really good salad and toss it in there. I just really love these as salad greens. Or maybe I'll put one in a salad and grill the other one. Then I can have everything. I can have it all. I can have it all. I got some more of these. Look how cute these are. These I have shown you all before. These are more watermelon radishes. They're smaller, and these are, remember, nice and green on the outside, but they're red, like it's a beautiful red on the inside. And when you cut them just right, they look like wedges of watermelon. They're milder, again, than regular red radishes that you might be used to. So they've got this really beautiful, mellow kind of flavor with not as much bite. And they look gorgeous if you're ever gonna have like a salad that you present to somebody, or if you're gonna have if I'm making something in a tortilla, throw some of these in there for crunch, and it's just beautiful. It just brightens everything up. I haven't been able to get these for a little while, so when I saw them I was like, yeah, watermelon radishes. The very last thing is a not vegetable. And that's okay. This is an apple. It looks like a Granny Smith, but it's not a Granny Smith. I don't normally buy a lot of fruit because there's a lot of sugar in fruit. But the picture just looks so nice. I like green apples. I like tart apples. I don't really like very sweet apples. And I like them to be very crisp. And I was reading about them and I'm pretty sure I've had them before. I think it's a type of pippin. It is, yes, it is a Newtown pippin. I believe that's what I was just about to say. So the Newtown pippin is one of the oldest American apple types, breeds, I don't know how you say it, in existence. These were popular in like the 18th century. They were really popular in England in the Victorian era. So apparently these guys are like good for everything. You can just eat them fresh, you can bake with them, you can do all kinds of stuff. I just saw that beautiful green color and got real excited, and I just kind of, you know. It's not quite as tart as a Granny Smith, but it's tart in its own special way. That's really, really nice. That would make phenomenal cider. That's another thing these is apparently good for. You can do anything with these. I just got one. I just wanted one apple for me. It just sounded like something I wanted, and I added it on. And that's it. That's the end of the box. If I make anything fun or interesting with some of the stuff, I will try and make a video and keep you updated and let you know what I'm doing. Thank you once again for hanging out with me in my kitchen. It is so cool to be able to get to do this again. I have really missed this. Stella says she missed it too. Please remember to like and subscribe if you would like to do that. If you want to show this to people, please go ahead and do that also. I'm trying something new, by the way. If you look in the description of this video, I feel weird about this. I don't know if this is like okay or if this is tacky, but I added an Amazon wish list. So if you would like to buy something and send it to me, if it's, you know, like a cooking utensil or something, I will use it in a video. If you buy me a cookbook, I will make at least one recipe from it and make a video about that and give you a nice shout out and say thank you. But you certainly don't have to. And if you do, I appreciate it. And if you don't, I still appreciate you being here. So thanks for hanging out, letting me nerd out about vegetables, and I will see you next time.
Hey, turn up the caramello and shizzle on the shizney. It's time for me to what? Let me introduce myself. I'm Gina Burrito. My pants are made of leather. I find a